At age 11, he bought his first stock. Warren Buffett was born in Omaha, Nebraska, and from a very young age he loved numbers more than anything else. While most children played games or ran outside, young Warren sat with books, newspapers, and small notebooks where he wrote down numbers, prices, and ideas about business. His father owned a small shop, and Warren liked to spend time there, watching how things were bought and sold. He became curious about how money worked and why some businesses succeeded while others failed. When he was only 6 years old, he began his first small business by buying packs of Coca-Cola bottles and selling them one by one to neighbors for a small profit. Warren was not just selling a drink, he was learning an important lesson. Buying something for one price and selling it for a higher price created value. At age 11, he took a big step. He bought his first stock, 3 shares of a company called Cities Service. He felt proud and excited, thinking he had finally entered the real world of investing. But the price of the stock dropped immediately after he bought it. Warren became nervous and afraid, and he sold the shares quickly when the price rose a little. But soon after, the stock price went much higher, and Warren realized he had made a mistake. This early failure taught him one of the most important lessons of his life. Patience is essential in investing. As Warren grew older, his interest in business and numbers became stronger. He delivered newspapers early in the morning before school, even during cold winters. He rode his bicycle around Omaha, throwing newspapers onto porches while memorizing routes and calculating how much he earned each week. He also collected and returned used bottles for coins, sold magazines, and worked on many small business ideas. Warren did not mind working hard because every activity taught him something about money, value, and discipline. Instead of spending his earnings, he saved almost everything. When he was only a teenager, he had already saved more than most adults. But Warren did not only work, he read. He read every book he could find about business, money, and investing. He borrowed books from the school library, public libraries, and even from his father's office. Warren's favorite activity was sitting alone with a book and learning. He believed that every hour spent learning would help him in the future. Even at a young age, Warren understood something powerful. Knowledge grows, and the more you feed it, the stronger it becomes. After high school, Warren wanted to study more about business, but some schools did not accept him at first. He felt disappointed, but he did not stop. He later got the chance to study under Benjamin Graham, a famous investor known as the father of value investing. Graham taught Warren that business is not about quick money or guessing. It is about understanding the real value of a company and waiting patiently for the right price. Warren learned that many investors acted with too much emotion. Fear and greed made them buy or sell too quickly. Graham taught him to think logically, calmly, and with discipline. This way of thinking changed Warren's life. He discovered that he did not need to be the fastest or strongest. He only needed to be disciplined and patient. Warren absorbed every lesson like a sponge, taking notes, reading deeply, and asking questions until he fully understood each idea. He learned to look at a company not just as a stock symbol, but as a real business with workers, customers, and long-term value. When Warren finished school, he returned to Omaha and started his own small investment partnership. He did not have much money, but he had strong knowledge and a clear method. In the early years, he made some mistakes and faced many challenges. Some investments did not go well. Sometimes people doubted him because he was young and his ideas sounded different from others. But Warren stayed calm and continued following the principles he learned. Buy good companies, stay patient, and never invest in something you do not understand. Slowly, his investments began to grow. More people trusted him, and more families gave their savings to manage. Warren treated every dollar as if it were his own. He studied every company carefully, reading annual reports and visiting business owners. He spent long hours in his office, reading and working quietly without noise or excitement. Warren did not care about getting rich quickly. He cared about making smart decisions that would grow over time. As the years passed, Warren discovered another important idea, the power of compounding. Compounding is when your money grows slowly at first, but over many years it grows faster and faster, like a snowball rolling down a hill. Warren believed that the earlier you start learning, saving, and investing, the bigger your snowball becomes. He often said that time is the most powerful tool in investing. Because Warren started very young, his snowball grew faster than anyone expected. He bought companies that he believed in, companies that had strong values and good leadership. He avoided businesses that seemed risky or confusing. His discipline became his greatest strength. One of the most famous decisions Warren made was buying Berkshire Hathaway, which later became the center of his business empire. But even with this success, Warren continued to live a simple life. He stayed in the same small house in Omaha that he bought many years earlier. He drove himself to work. He ate simple meals like hamburgers, ice cream, and soda. Warren's life showed that you do not need luxury to be happy or successful. What you need is purpose, discipline, and continuous learning. Even after becoming one of the richest men in the world, Warren kept reading every day for hours. He believed that learning never stops and that every day brings a new chance to grow your mind. Warren Buffett's life offers many strong lessons. First, he teaches that you can start small, even with newspapers, bottles, or a few dollars, and still build something great. Second, he teaches that failure is not the end, but a lesson. His first stock mistake helped him learn patience. Third, Warren shows the power of reading and learning. He says the best investment you will ever make is the one you make in yourself. Knowledge cannot be stolen, lost, or broken. Fourth, Warren teaches that success is not about speed, it is about consistency, discipline, and long-term thinking. While others rushed to get rich quickly, Warren took slow steps with care and became a legend. Finally, he teaches that life is simple when you focus on what truly matters: learning, patience, honesty, and kindness. Warren Buffett's journey from a young boy selling newspapers to one of the greatest investors in history is not magic. It is the result of daily discipline, constant curiosity, and deep patience. His life reminds us that the best investment we can ever make is in our mind and our habits. Time plus consistent learning creates a powerful future. Warren did not wait for luck. He prepared for opportunities through years of hard work. And just like him, anyone can build their own success story by starting early, staying curious, and never stopping the learning journey.